Good night. Good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Some of you have told me that I move around too much. I move the mic too much, so I'm gonna try to stop doing that. The truth is, I'm a little ADD. I'm insecure. I gotta hold on to this. Hold on to what you got. And I also a bit of an audio person. See, because if I move over here, you could hear that the audio is bad. So I like to keep the microphone close to my mouth. Well, not that close, okay? I've got the levels where I want it to be. And so if I'm moving around, I wanna make sure the mic moves with me, which is why I've got this nice little arm here. I understand that's not what PewDiePie does. Anyway, let's get to the point, shall we? I've got a big announcement today. All right, a while back, I announced that there was this t-shirt contest. So anybody who bought my shirt, or you received a shirt through patreon.com/SayGoodnightKev, take a picture of yourself doing something unique or fun or interesting, and I would pick a winner. And so today I have that winner, but first I'd love to go through some of the pictures. I was surprised at how many submissions we got. Let's look at them today, shall we? I don't know if David submitted this, but what a lovely picture of his family and his kids at Dairy Queen. Gotta get those blizzards. Some of these may just be pictures that I grabbed off of people's Facebook wearing my shirt, but we'll consider it a contest submission. Great picture of these young ladies in the airport off to, I don't know, let's say Europe. Going on a big old tour to Europe, wearing a Say Goodnight Kevin shirt to spread the good news of Say Goodnight Kevin. This one, from what I understand, he is on a cliff where lots of people died. So he risked his life taking this picture, and you know what? Props to you. And no props used in this. This is real. It's all real, no props, unlike the moon landing where it was all props. Remember? She's got a great YouTube channel here. I think she's filming one of her YouTubes. It's great. This is another one that I think may not have been a submission to the contest. It was just on her Facebook. Check out her, I think just search in YouTube Amelia Bedelia, and she's got great content. I think she was on some sort of trip this summer. Once again, spreading the good news of the gospel of Say Goodnight Kevin. Blaine, nice. This is really good. I really like it a lot. The story behind this, I can't remember for this one, but I really like it because this lady, I'm sure, at this flower shop, along with records, I think, a lot of great stuff in this shop, is like, I love Say Goodnight Kevin. It's one of my favorite shows. Another great thing you can do with the Say Goodnight Kevin shirt is drive in the car, risking your life, of course. You can see you're at a pretty high speed there, driving through that neighborhood, and you're risking your life to enter this contest, and I really appreciate that. So, okay. Little story behind this. This is Thomas, of course, and from what I understand, he is actually in front of his TV or a screen or something. This is not photoshopped or green screened, and I think maybe he would have done a little better to do that because apparently he had to pause the video and he had to play it back several times, he was telling me, in order to get this shot perfect. But, you know, Thomas, you could have just green screen, but I appreciate you not cutting any corners on this. That's dedication. This one's great. Our good friend who, I believe the next t-shirt design that we do for Say Goodnight Kevin, he's actually doing, and it's gonna be great and fun and awesome, and he's a great artist. Him and his girlfriend are great artists, and as you can see, he's done a little funny thing here where he's a little crazy. He's a bit crazy, actually, if I read correctly. Pretty good stuff. Classic Will L. Got to meet him for the very first time. He's been a fan watching my videos and listening to podcasts that I do for, he told me since he was 11, and now he is 38. So, pretty insane. He looks so young, but yet he's been listening to my stuff longer than I've been alive. No, he's, I don't know, like 20, 19, 18? He's been listening longer than I can remember. Like, I don't have memories. Anyway, great picture. Oh, this looks like it's in the Gaylord Hotel, which is here in Nashville. So this must have been when you were here, going to a little insight conference, I bet, is what you're doing. No, he was here for BlimeyCon. And this actually is another one that I don't think is actually a submission. It's gonna have to be disqualified because you can see there, right next to the water bottle is actually my hand. I'm actually in this picture. I don't think he submitted this to the contest because Jeremiah was doesn't even know. He doesn't even pay attention from what I learned from the podcast talking to him. He doesn't even know that we have cool, fun rewards on Patreon, so it doesn't count as a submission. or it does. I included it anyway. Oh, great. This is a homeschool nerd. I'm not calling him a homeschool nerd, though he could be. That's his screen name on Instagram. And maybe, just maybe, if you were submitting this to a contest that Josh was putting on, you would have this one won. But unfortunately, never really played Super Metroid. Josh, on the other hand, my friend Josh from Blind Macau, big fan of Super Metroid. So next time, try it with him. Katie, my little sister, looks like she's at a Greenville Drive baseball game, sporting the Sega Night Kevin shirt. I think maybe she's not at a game, she's just at the field. This may have been for the eclipse. I know that her eclipse glasses didn't quite get there in time, so she's having to wear just regular sunglasses. She actually just burned her retinas right out, unfortunately. And this one, this one I really love because, I don't know how many of you know, I've got a podcast called Who Would Build the Roads, which is a political, economic podcast where we make fun of everybody and we act like elitists, act like we have everything figured out. And that's mainly because we do. This is a very poor description, but this is, she said, I guess I'll build the roads. And she's out there building a road. And I love it. That is great. That is real great. To be honest with you, all of these are great, but there's one that takes the cake, to be honest with you. There's a guy, his name is Matt Clark, huge supporter on Patreon, lives in England. He also runs the Kevin's Hat Twitter, if you've seen Kevin's Hat making tweets. He also has a pretty funny Twitter account himself, and I think he should start a YouTube channel. He, instead of following the rules and submitting a picture, he has submitted a video, and I'm gonna play that for you guys right now.
I don't think anybody will understand the importance of this shirt. It's more than just a shirt. It's a lifestyle. Every single morning I wake up, put on my Say Goodnight Kevin t-shirt, and every night I sleep in it.
So you wake up in the morning and you put on the shirt, but every night you sleep in it. So what happens? What happens between that time?
My Say Goodnight Kevin t-shirt follows me. Not a creepy kind of follow, but like it's a metaphor. Thank you, Say Goodnight Kevin. Say goodnight, Kevin. Good night, Kevin. Thank you.
Great. Matt, that was too... I love it. Good night to you, Matt Clark, and thank you for your submission and all that effort that you would have had to put in to make that creepy video for me. I love it. To be honest with you, Matthew, even though you broke the rules, I think that you deserve this. However, guess what? Big news. I also want to say, Thomas Dunn, this is a very funny picture, and so it was a tie. And guess what? I've got more than one of these. I've got two of them, and I'm going to send Thomas one, and I'm sending Matt Clark one. And just to show that this is not just some sort of Ponzi scheme, it is not so easy to send these types of things all the way across the pond to England, but I'm willing to do it because I really appreciate what you guys do. You guys are great. Thank you so much for all the submissions and for wearing the t-shirt and for buying the t-shirts and for pledging to the Patreon. It's really awesome. I got more videos coming out this week or this month or whatever. I got a real review coming out because I'm back in town. August was a pretty busy month. September hopefully will be busy with making stuff for you guys. That's all I gotta say for today. Hopefully this video is 10 minutes long, as I have found that that's what people have told me that's the best way to do it. So all right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.